Welcome to Barbara's Bulletin, the podcast that brings you the latest news and updates from around the world. We have a lot of exciting stories to share with you, but first, let's take a look at what's happening in Iran. Tensions are running high in the country as protests over the soaring cost of living continue to spread. The Iranian rial has lost nearly half its value against the dollar this year, leading to inflation rates of over 42%. This has resulted in widespread discontent among the population, with many taking to the streets to express their frustration. The government has responded by offering dialogue with protesters, with President Masoud Pezeshkian saying that he has asked the Interior Minister to listen to the legitimate demands of demonstrators. However, it's unclear what form this dialogue will take or whether it will be enough to address the underlying issues driving the protests. The situation is further complicated by international pressure, with U.S. President Donald Trump warning that he may back another round of Israeli airstrikes if Tehran resumes work on ballistic missiles or any nuclear weapons program. This has added to the sense of uncertainty and instability in the region. As the protests continue to spread, including to several universities, it's clear that the Iranian government is facing a major challenge in addressing the economic and social concerns of its citizens. We'll be keeping a close eye on this developing story and bringing you updates as more information becomes available. We'll be right back with more of today's top news on Barbara's Bulletin. Welcome back to Barbara's Bulletin. As we continue our exploration of global news and perspectives, I'd like to shift our focus to Japan, where a fascinating discussion is unfolding about the country's security posture. In a recent commentary published in the Japan Times, contributing writer Stephen R. Nagy introduces the concept of security autism, a term that describes the disconnect between Japan's security establishment and its general public. According to Nagy, this disconnect reveals a society so fragmented in its security perceptions that it cannot form coherent responses to existential threats. This idea is particularly relevant as Japan considers revising its 3 non-nuclear principles, a set of commitments that have guided the country's nuclear policy since 1967. The fact that serious strategists are now openly discussing whether Japan should reconsider these principles highlights the significant shift underway in the country's security thinking. But what does this mean for Japan and other liberal democracies? Nagy argues that security autism is a condition that afflicts not just Japan, but many countries as they struggle to perceive and respond to mounting threats. It's a phenomenon that can lead to a lack of understanding and cohesion in the face of emerging challenges. In another related development, Japanese commentator Kunimiyake raises important questions about the meaning of off the record in Japan, particularly in the context of confidential reporting and transparency. Miyake notes that recent incidents have highlighted the need for clarity around off-the-record rules and their impact on public discourse and democratic debate. As we consider these perspectives, it's essential to approach the topic with a nuanced understanding of the complexities involved. The discussion around Japan's security posture and the role of confidential reporting in shaping public discourse is multifaceted and requires careful consideration of various viewpoints. Welcome back to Barbara's Bulletin. As we wrap up today's show, let's take a closer look at the current state of global affairs and how they're impacting our world. Recently, Foreign Policy released an article highlighting the top stories of 2025, ranging from the reordering of international relations to the rise of kleptocracy in the United States. According to historians like Nils Gilman, we're witnessing a significant shift in the global order, comparable to events like 1989, 1945, or 1909. This change is driven by challenges to the normative pillars that emerged in the 1990s, including the increasing polarization and uncertainty of our times. Global strategist Parag Khanna presented a periodic table of states which compares countries' stability based on over 24 metrics. This index provides valuable insights into the complex world of international relations and helps us better understand the intricacies of global politics. Meanwhile, scholars like Jody Vittori are sounding the alarm about the growing threat of corruption and kleptocracy in the United States. As anti-corruption institutions and norms come under pressure, it's essential to examine global examples and learn from their experiences. In the realm of geopolitics, Europe is grappling with its relationship with the United States and the ongoing war in Ukraine. Singaporean statesman Kishore Mahbubani argues that Europe should consider three unthinkable options to advance its own interests and take a more proactive role on the global stage. As we navigate these complex issues, it's crucial to remain informed and engaged. By exploring different perspectives and analyzing the latest developments, we can gain a deeper understanding of the world around us. That's all for today's Barbara's Bulletin. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and until next time, stay engaged.